Here's the update on all of the plants that I planted in my grow bags approximately 12 days ago, right? So the last video that you saw, I planted all of these into the grow bags, and this is how they're looking. It's been raining a lot, so they look really great. The zucchini is taking off. I've tried to trellis what I thought I could trellis, but look at these potatoes. I was getting worried that the potatoes weren't good, but this foliage, I really love. I really love potato foliage. It looks so good. And so seeing that I've never grown potatoes before. This looks great. All right, so this is an upplay on all the plants that I've sown already. I have approximately 8 more, really 9. I have a long grow bag that I haven't been able to put soil in yet. But I have 8 grow bags left and plants that I purchased at Lowe's and Walmart this past weekend, just because I don't have the soil to put in my raised beds just yet. So I just did what I could. And I made a decision to plant these seeds today because they just need to be planted, right? So I'll be fertilizing the plants that have already been planted into the grow bags with the all-purpose fertilizer. But I'll also be fertilizing the plants that have been already put into the grow bags with the fish emulsion. I've been hearing a lot of it, and I've been scared to use the fish emulsion because there's so many cats in my yard, but we're going with it. So what I'm doing here is putting the fertilizer in the potato soil, only because I'm getting ready to quote unquote heal them. There's a lot of soil in this bag, but I want to put dirt all around where I see as much dirt as I can, right? I'm putting the fertilizer in there, and then I'm going to add dirt on top. I'm going to add the compost on top of it for my healing method, all right? So you'll see me add the fertilizer, and then you'll also see me add the dark soil, which is the fertilizer. And I'm only going to do it twice. I'm not going to inch my way up. I'm only going to do it like twice. And I feel like I got as much of the compost manure soil on there as I can, because I also wanted to put it in the soil for the raised bags. In the soil for the grow bags. I have not gotten the soil for the raised beds. So you'll see me just adding soil, trying to get it as high as I can in the bags, and also fertilizing the soil so I can get potatoes. This is the first time I've ever grown potatoes. So just me seeing the foliage and just seeing the green come out of that grow bag is satisfying. It touches the deepest parts of my soul because I've never grown potatoes before. you'll see me adding here is some of the wood ash from all of the wood. It's still wet. My backyard collects a lot of water. I live on a hill. So when it rains a lot, my backyard collects a lot of water. It's a lot of water. So there was a lot of wood ash from burning like all of the wood from my backyard. So it's very wet. So when you see me add, it's really, 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 really wet and clumpy, and I'm just kind of trying to work it into the soil. But you'll see me add the compost manure combination soil that I got. Now, I don't know if I mentioned that I got this compost manure soil on a discount. It was on the rack at a Lowe's, quote unquote, in my area. I had to go to Madison, but it was discounted at a great. I just want to say it was discounted at an amazing rate, because if a bag is damaged at a box store, they will give it to you at a discounted rate. Now the discount varies. I just so happened to get a lick because Buddy wasn't trying to do all the math and was like, okay, I'll just give it to you for this percentage off, and it was very, very cheap. So I have been hearing the OG gardeners say things like this, but this is my first experience saying if it's damaged, they will discount it. It will not be full price. And that's quote unquote saving money, and I'm with it. So I do plan on seeing if they have any more damage, like manure, compost kind of soil. So what I'm adding right now is the fertilizer. So I've added I've added the wood ash, I've added the compost manure, and so now I'm adding the fertilizer because I want to make sure that the soil is being amended. If I put any soil in these grow bags, I need to make sure that it's being amended when I put the plants in. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get the best yield this way. Also by watering. So this is the first year I'm trying this out. I'll let you know if it works or not. But I want to make sure that I amend the soil that's being put into the grow bags. I feel like I will get the best yield this way. And this is what I'm going to do going forward. So this is what the soil looks like after all of the amendments, after everything that I added to this soil. It actually looks really good. I'm proud. It looks really, really, really good. There's no perlite, there's no permaculite in this soil, which is kind of the reason why I added the wood ash to get more oxygen into the soil. So this is what the soil looks like. And this is how I've added the soil to 7, 8. I think I ended up using all 8 of the grow bags. They are not filled to the brim. Okay, I want to point out they're not filled to the brim, but they are filled to the point to where I can plant plants. Okay. So this is the layout of all the plants that I've either grown from seed or have tried to use. If you see a grow bag that is empty, that is going to be the grow bag that I use to grow my beets and my carrots in. So if you see an empty grow bag, that is what it means. But this is kind of like how I want to quote unquote companion plant. These are 7-gallon grow bags, so I have a little bit more space, but I want to make sure that I'm using all the space. So this is my layout for each grow bag. I want to companion plant as well as put beets and carrots into any of the empty spaces that I have. I've already added them to the grow bags that I've started, but this is kind of like the layout before I actually start planting, so that I know what I'm going to plant and where. And so now it's just a process of me going and actually planting all of the grow bag in all of the grow bags. My plan was to make sure that there was something growing in all 8 of the grow bags. And I did just that. So if you are into just, watching people plant and watching people play in their garden, you can just keep watching and watch how I plant in all of the grow bags that I have. I want to add that I was very, very surprised at the amount of eggplants that ended surviving from seed. So I split one eggplant and put it off into another like pot, but my eggplant seed, surprisingly, my eggplant seed and actually my Swiss chard seedlings, things that I grew from seed, actually ended up taking very well. And that is shocking to me because I've never been able to grow either one. So I'm excited to see what I get from my Swiss chard, as well as what was I talking about? As well as I started a lot of seeds. I started tomato seeds. So you'll see me use a lot of seeds that I started, as well as the ones that I brought. But I am very, 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 very proud of the seeds that I bought. you'll see me add more soil from another grow bag because I'm planting the pepper seeds that I grew from seed into the large grow bags. It may be too late in the season, but we're going to see. So if you see me add soil from another bag, it's because I want to make sure the pepper plants have as much soil that they need to produce me peppers this season. Here's where I'm being very intentional on where I put my carrot seeds, because while a lot of these plants are grown above ground, I want to make sure that the grow bags have the things that grow underground as well. So what you'll see me do is add carrots and or beets to some of the grow bags that I feel like need the extra space and doesn't have anything growing in them, and so I'm gonna add the carrot and beet seeds. So if you've made it this far in the video, this is a lengthy video, but if you made it this far in the video, I'm going to be watering in my plants and just essentially showing you what's in each of the bags. These are my pepper plants that I started from seed. I hope they grow, y'all. I saw a lot of pepper plant starts this weekend and I just didn't get it because I was just like, I want to give my pepper plants a chance, okay? So I'm going to give them a chance, and if they don't do anything in the next, week or so, because it's about to get hot. It's already 80 degrees in Mississippi. It's getting like in the upper 80s. So we're already trending to a really, really hot weather. So this next grow bag, this is an eggplant that I grew. I put a marigold in there. And beets and carrots. This is a tomato plant, basil with another marigold in this particular grow bag. I grew from seed. It looks like a tomato plant, but it's got some other flowers by it. I don't know what it is. And I stuck that in one of the pots that I'm a grow bags. I say pots, but it's a grow bag. So for the people who know what plants are by their leaves, I just going to continue to water them so you can look at my grow bags. I officially have 13, 14 grow bags now. I think we're somewhere in the 13, 14, which is insane compared to what I started with. And so I officially have fruits and vegetables. Am I growing any fruit? I don't think so. So this is the tomato plant that I was telling you about. It's something growing next to it. They were in the same cup. I don't know where they're going to grow together. I'm also a little concerned about lavender. I know lavender has a tendency to kind of get big and bush out. So if I have to move that out of this pot, if it gets too crowded, I'm completely okay with that. But the smell, my God, today smells so good. So I'm really excited for this lavender. I hope it does take off, or I'll propagate it. I'll break some of it. I'll put it somewhere else in a heartbeat. It smells so good. So this is another grow bag. You guys can continue watching me water my grow bags. But before I go, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. This is Saving Money with Amira Gardening Edition. If you have not subscribed, shout out to the new subscribers. That last video kind of took off on me. So if you're new here, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the comments. Let me know what you're growing. Also, I know that the OGs preach this because I've heard them say this over and over and over again. But just like, do what's best for you. I could be really, really stressed out about when I'm going to put the dirt in my raised beds. And I just haven't. Okay. And look at that Swiss chard I grew from seed. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, just take your time. Do what's best for you, right? I work a full-time job. I am an artist. I sing. I work on the weekends. So when I'm not at work, I am singing somewhere. That is a job. I don't do it for sport. It pays my bills. So things just get away from me sometimes. And so I have to find the time and the space to do what I can when I can. But it's going to get done. So no pressure there. I hope I saved this broccoli because it was dying. And that's one reason why I was like, all of the starts that I just bought are drying out, and I will not waste that type of money. Will not. So I don't even know if rosemary and broccoli grow well together, but we're about to find out. All right, so again, thank you guys so much for subscribing if you're new here. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and follow along on my journey because I be trying to save money. That's literally the whole entire point, is trying to save money. And so follow along on this journey, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.